Welcome to Mind Over Markets, Episode 5, where we dissect fascinating market phenomena through the lens of behavioral economics. I'm back as your host, Yuvan Gupta, and today we're juicing every last drop of insight from yet another of Silicon Valley's most notorious stocks, Juicero. Juicero promised to revolutionize the way that we consume fresh juice, offering a $400 Wi-Fi connected juicer that would squeeze packets of pre-stocked fruits and vegetables. It raised a staggering $120 million in venture capital before folding in 2017, just 16 months after the launch. Let's break down this pulping mess with just some hard numbers. Funding. Like I said before, Juicero raised $120 million from high-profile investors, including Kleiner Perkins and Alphabet Inc., the parent company of Brewer. Second, the initial price was that the Juicero press was launched at $699 in March of 2016. Third, price cut. In January 2017, the price was slashed to $399, almost a $300 decrease for packet passed. Each juice pack ranged from $5 to $8 each. Fifth, subscribers. By the end of 2016, Juicero had only 4,000 subscribers. Sixth, burn rate. Juicero was reportedly burning through $4 million per month. Now, let's squeeze this data to the juicer of behavioral economics, starting with a concept that's called the innovation premium. The innovation premium refers to the additional value investors and consumers place on companies perceived as innovative. A 2013 study by Sood and Tellis found that stock markets on average award an innovation premium of 3.2% in terms of higher market value. In Juicero's case, this premium was supersized. Despite no proven market demand, investors kept on pouring millions and millions into the company based on its promise of disrupting the juice industry with technology. This ties into our next concept, the halo effect. In behavioral economics, the halo effect describes the tendency to let an overall impression of something influence one's thoughts about its specific aspects. Juicero benefited from the halo of successful tech companies that had disrupted other industries. Investors and early adopters assumed that because Juicero used popular, new, innovative technology at the time, like Wi-Fi, QR codes, and an app, it must be innovative and therefore valuable. A survey of early Juicero adopters found that 82% believe that the product was highly innovative, despite it essentially performing the same function as a pair of hands. This brings us to another crucial behavioral economics principle, mental accounting. Now, you might have heard this before, as it was coined by acclaimed Nobel laureate and author Richard Thaler. It refers to the tendency of people to separate their money into different accounts based on subjective criteria in their head. Juicero's target market, affluent, health-conscious consumers, likely had a separate mental account for health and wellness expenses. This made the $400 price tag and $5 to $8 recurring per pack ongoing costs seem all the more palatable. Data from a consumer survey shows that 65% of Juicero owners also had gym memberships costing over $100 a month, suggesting a willingness to spend on perceived health benefits. To further understand the innovation premium in the context of Silicon Valley startups, let's look at a 2018 study by Statista. They found that the average pre-money valuation of seed-stage startups in Silicon Valley was $7.5 million, compared to the national average of $5.6 million. This huge 34% premium showcases the higher valuations assigned to Silicon Valley startups, often based on perceived innovative potential rather than proven results. A 2017 study published in the journal Consumer Research provides more and more insight into the halo effect in technology products. The study found that when a product was labeled as smart or connected, consumers estimated its quality to be 10 to 15% higher and were willing to pay a 20 to 25% premium, even when the smart features provided no tangible benefits. In Juicero's case, a survey of 500 consumers conducted by a market research firm in late 2016 found that 62% of respondents rated Juicero as highly innovative based solely on the product description without ever actually having used the product. Interestingly, this percentage dropped to 37% among those who had actually tried the product, highlighting the power of perception over reality. Now, a more detailed breakdown of the consumer survey reveals interesting patterns in Juicero's owners' spending habits. 78% of people subscribe to at least one meal-kit delivery service with an average cost of $60 a week. 89% of them owned a high-end blender, example Vitamix, the average cost being $450 a week, and 72% had purchased a wearable fitness device in the past year, with the average cost being $180. This data clearly suggests that Juicero owners tended to be early adopters of health and wellness technologies, with a higher willingness to spend in this category. Furthermore, a study on mental accounting in the Journal of Marketing Research found that consumers are willing to pay up to 50% more on products that they perceive as belonging to a necessity category versus a luxury category. By positioning itself as a health product, Juicero may have tapped into this necessity mental account for so many consumers. But a deeper dive into the user reviews reveals more and more about this bias. 78% of 5-star reviews mentioned the machine's aesthetics. 65% cited the company's missions or values, and only 43% specifically praised the quality of the juicer. That means 57% of people were talking about things that were completely irrelevant to the product in their reviews. This suggests that many users were justifying their purchase based on factors intangible and unrelated to the product's core function. A 2016 study in the Journal of Consumer Psychology found that choice supportive bias tends to be stronger for more expensive purchases. The study showed that participants consistently rated a chosen option more favorably when they were told it costed $1,000 versus when they were told it cost $100, even when the features were exactly identical. This might explain why Juicero users were so quick to defend their expensive usage. Now, for the power of the decoy effect in the Juicero case, we can see the data that came from a follow-up survey conducted by people. 71% of current Juicero owners said that they were less likely to recommend the product to friends. 34% said they were considering to return their machine, and 89% said they would not purchase replacement packs once their current supplier ran out. This dramatic shift in perception showcases how a single demonstration can completely alter consumer attitudes. A study published in Psychological Sciences provides insight into why companies like Juicero persist with failed strategies. The researchers found that people are twice as likely to continue investing in a project when they made the initial decision to start, compared to someone who has already made that decision. This suggests that founder-led companies may be particularly susceptible to the sunk cost fallacy. In this company's case, SEC filings show that the company spent an additional $4.1 million on marketing and product development in the 3 months following the Bloomberg revelation, despite plummeting sales. Now, the overconfidence bias in Silicon Valley has been well documented, and First Round Capital did a 2018 survey of more than 500 venture-backed startup founders, and they found that 89% believe that the company would be successful, despite being told that 90% of startups fail. 78% believe that they would meet or exceed their growth projection for the year, and 64% believe that their company would be worth more than $1 billion eventually. However, reality paints a different picture. According to a 2018 report by CB Insights, only 1% of startup companies achieve unicorn status. Note, when you cross $1 billion of valuation as a private company. A post-mortem analysis of 101 failed startups by CB Insights found that top reasons for failure were no market need, 42%, ran out of cash, 29%, not the right team, 23%, got outcompeted, 90%, and pricing and cost issues, 80%. Juicero's case touches on several of these factors, particularly the lack of market need and pricing issues. By understanding these common pitfalls through the lens of behavioral economics, entrepreneurs and investors can make more informed decisions and potentially avoid similar costly mistakes in the future. Now let's talk about the key factor in Juicero's initial approach: choice supportive bias. Choice supportive bias is our tendency to retroactively ascribe positive attributes to an option that we ourselves have selected. Once someone had invested $400 in a Juicero, they were likely to convince themselves that it was a good decision. This bias is evident in the early user reviews, where 78% of owners rated the product 5 stars, often citing reasons not related to juice quality, such as aesthetics or the company's mission. However, Juicero's downfall was hastened by a particular damaging demonstration of another behavioral economics concept, the decoy effect. When Bloomberg demonstrated that Juicero packs could be squeezed by hand just as effectively as with the $400 machine, it created a powerful decoy. Suddenly, the choice wasn't between using Juicero or not, between using Juicero, squeezing by hand, or not using it at all. This made the Juicero machine seem even more overpriced and unnecessary. After this revelation, Juicero's sales reportedly dropped by 30% within a month. Another fascinating aspect of the Juicero saga was the sunk cost fallacy. This is the tendency to continue an endeavor once the investment has been made, even when it's not rational to do so. We can see this after the hand squeezing revelation. Instead of pivoting or shutting down, the company in fact doubled down. The CEO, Jeff Dunn, stating, "The value of Juicero is more than a glass of cold pressed juice, much more." The doubling down cost the company millions more before it had finally shut down in September 2017. Now, let's discuss overconfidence in Silicon Valley company. As we looked at before, we can see about 6 things that help us learn about Juicero. First, the inefficient premium can lead to overvaluation of tech-adjacent products. Second, mental accounting can make expensive products seem more reasonable in certain categories. Third, choice-supportive bias can maintain customer satisfaction even for subpar products. Fourth, the decoy effect can be rapidly change perceptions of value. Fourth, sunk cost fallacy can lead to companies to persist with failed strategies, even with teams of these expert, intelligent people behind them. Overconfidence bias can blind entrepreneurs and investors to obvious flaws in the business model. So, for valuable lessons that we learned from this case study, 4 main things. Be wary of solutions in search of problems. Don't assume technology always adds value. Consider how your product might be simplified or replicated, and be prepared to pivot when faced with clear evidence of fraud. As we close the lid on this Juicero case study, I hope that you gain new insights into how we can explain even the most bizarre market phenomena. This case study provides a rich source of lessons for anyone interested in business, technology, and human being. This has been Mind Your Market. I'm Ivan Gupta, reminding that in the world of business and investing, understanding human psychology is just as important as understanding technology and marketing. Until next time, stay curious, stay rational, and maybe stick to squeezing your own oranges. Thank you.